Have you ever been told to make a poster for a seminar and had no clue where to start? Don't worry, you are not alone. In this video, I'll tell you step by step what a poster should contain, how to design it, and some pro tips to make yours stand out. By the end, you will have a complete checklist you can use for any poster. Hey everyone, I'm Adil, a final year medical student, and till now I have presented 4 posters throughout my MBBS and also got a first position for my FMT poster presentation last year. Since then, I have been receiving multiple Instagram DMs on how to make a good poster, which is why I am making this video. And you must have understood, being a medical student, this video is mostly for the medicos out there, but I guess most of the things are mostly the same. So even if you are a non-medico, you can watch this video anyway and take some knowledge. Moving forward, the most important thing you need for a poster is a topic. So most of the time the topic will be given by your professor, or if they have not given a topic, you can select any topic, literally any topic, from nasal septum, immunoglobulin, development of uterus, or ethical issues of organ transplantation. You can choose literally any topic if you have not given a topic, right? So just ask your professor before selecting the topic. Now that you have selected the topic, it's time to get the contents you will actually write on the poster. For this, you can again ask your professor. They can give you a PPT, or you can refer to standard textbooks. And lastly, you can also ask ChatGPT. You can even supplement ChatGPT with your own information or data you got from books or PPTs. ChatGPT will help you wonderfully summarize it into a poster-friendly content. But here's a pro tip: to actually present a topic, you first need to understand a topic. And to understand a topic better and get clear and simplified diagrams of topic, you can watch Marrow videos on that topic. The faculties of Marrow explains concept visually, which not only makes learning easier but also gives you ideas for diagrams and flowcharts, which you can directly adapt into your poster. This way you are not just copying text, but you are actually understanding, and then you are making your audience understand. Now that you have the informations part sorted, it's time to make your poster from scratch. For this, I'd recommend an app or website called Canva. You must have definitely heard of it. It's a very beginner friendly app and it's very easy to use. Start by creating a blank page, write poster, select 3:4 ratio, portrait or landscape ratio, whichever your professor has told you to make. If you don't know, just ask your professor which orientation you should go, or choose whichever you think is the best for your topic. Now once you have your blank poster, it's time to divide it into sections. A good medical poster generally follows this order: title and information about yourself, a brief introduction to the poster, aims and objectives, which I skipped on this one because my topic was short, so I clubbed this information into the brief introduction part of the poster. The main content which you have been researching till now. Optionally, you can also add any extra information which is not a part of the topic but it is connected with the topic and may look good if you add it. Like I added this legal framework part. Then you can add clinical correlation, discussion and key points, conclusion, and references if you want to give, which is not very much necessary for an undergraduate student, so you can skip this one. So now you have selected the topic, you have researched the content, you have divided the content into sections. Now it's the main part of designing the poster, which is the main thing, which is the reason you're watching this video. So let me tell you how you are going to design the poster. So the way you use ChatGPT to extract the information about the content and the other stuffs, just go one last time and again feed ChatGPT with those information about your topic, the content, the sections, and just ask ChatGPT to make a poster with these information. And that's not it, because ChatGPT is going to give you a very basic poster or one which is going to be a very incorrect one. So definitely you can't use that. So what are we going to do with this? So ChatGPT will give you a rough structure and you can actually use this design as your inspiration for your own poster. So now your work is to just recreate the design with your own content. But while you are designing for the poster, note these following points so you don't mess up with this one. For colors and backgrounds, keep it simple and professional. Light background with dark text usually go best. You can actually use a website called coolers.co to check the contrast between two colors and make sure your texts are readable. And use 2 to 3 colors only for headings and highlights. Avoid neon or overly flashy colors or just too many gradients, क्योंकि बहुत छपरी लगता है and it distracts from your content. Now coming to the fonts and text sizes. This is where many students mess up, because many of us use mobile phones to make posters, so oftentimes they use too big font size. Please avoid that, and if you have an iPad or tablet, please use that, or just ask your friend for it if you don't have one. Also, don't use too small font sizes either, because that's also troublesome. Here's a rough guide to text sizes. You can take a screenshot of it and you can use it on your own poster. You can tweak it a little upper niche according to your need, and make sure to use simple fonts and avoid avoid any funky fonts because professionalism नहीं लगता है. So always try to portray your professionalism in your posters. And always remember your poster is not your textbook. So avoid using too many texts कि उसको book ही बना दो, वो book नहीं है. So replace long paragraphs with flowcharts, graphs and images, timelines, tables, bullet points, and also make sure to use clinical diagrams and images if you have. And this is again Miro comes handy because in Miro there's generally simplified diagrams. So if you have studied from Miro, you can recreate those simple diagrams in your own poster using Canva only, because diagrams are going to make your poster more visually appealing. Coming to the clinical correlation point, if you have a clinical topic, you must definitely add a clinical correlation point to it, because this is one of the teacher's favorite part which the teacher is definitely going to point out if you don't add one. So definitely remember to add clinical correlation point. For example, if your poster is on development of uterus, mention anomalies like bicoordinate uterus leading to infertility. Even if you add a single line of clinical correlation, it's definitely going to make your poster much better. Also at the end, you should definitely add a summary and discussion points so that you have an upper hand before the questioning actually starts in front of you. So you will know इस topic से कौन कौन सा question बन सकता है and you are actually prepared for it. These are again some pro designer tips which I have learned over the years and first timers often miss. So definitely don't forget these points. Always leave enough white space. You don't need to clutter your poster. If you do, it will definitely look ugly, which is not something which we want, right? So always leave margins and enough space around the things you are adding in your posters. Make headlines of similar sections of similar sizes. Simply बोले तो जो भी headlines आप use कर रहे हैं उसको make sure करिए कि वो सिमिलर साइजेस का ही हो या सेम साइज का ही हो. ऐसा ना हो कि एक इतना बड़ा है और फिर एक इतना बड़ा है. सो प्लीज मेक श्योर टू यूज सिमिलर साइज इन हेडलाइंस. ऑल्सो मेक श्योर टू अलाइन योर टेक्स्ट बॉक्सेस प्रॉपरली एंड नीटली. ऐसा ना हो कि एक टेक्स्ट यहाँ लिखा हुआ है, फिर एक यहाँ है, फिर एक यहाँ पे. सो वो बहुत देखने में गंदा लगता है. सो प्लीज़ मेक श्योर वैसा ना हो एंड अलाइन योर टेक्स्ट प्रॉपरली, क्योंकि सबसे पहले जो चीज़ नोट किया जाता है आफ्टर कलर्स वो आपका अलाइनमेंट है. So please make sure it's good. Now when you are done with your poster, please make sure उसमें कोई typos नहीं है. Always make sure you have read each and every single line and every single word, क्योंकि a professional poster from a medical student especially बहुत गंदा लगता है अगर उसमें कोई spelling mistake हो या text mistake. तो please make sure वो ना रहे. And if possible add a QR code at the end of your poster so that कोई भी वो QR code scan करे तो वो आपका poster download कर सकता है अपने phone में. This is a very modern touch and it can definitely make your poster stand out among others. Now with all these points you finish making your poster. Now it's time to export it and get it printed. So download the poster in PNG or PDF format in high quality in 3:4 ratio and get it printed in a 3 feet by 4 feet flex and practice your presentation with your allotted time. ऐसा ना हो कि presentation बनाने में इतना मेहनत किया लेकिन वहाँ पे जाके presentation को present ही नहीं कर पा रहे. So present it multiple times. Generally 5 से 10 मिनट के अंदर present करना पड़ता है. So please make sure with your professor कि आपका कितना टाइम है प्रेजेंट करने का. सो प्रेजेंट इट अकॉर्डिंगली एंड प्रैक्टिस इट इन फ्रंट ऑफ योर फ्रेंड, इन फ्रंट ऑफ मिरर, जस्ट प्रिटेंडिंग दैट you are actually presenting it in front of an audience, and it will definitely help you boost your confidence. And make sure to be confident and carry a smile while you are presenting. Don't present it like, hello, my name is Adil Ahmed and this. Present it like you are a professional presenter, like you are actually releasing a tech product like Steve Jobs. Have a confident posture and make sure you speak through your body with your hand gestures. These are the things which people note around you, which eventually makes you more confident while you are presenting. So that was it for today, and I hope this helps you designing your posters that not only looks professional but also makes an impact. If you found this helpful, please hit the like button and make sure you share this video with your batchmates who are struggling with poster presentations. Thanks for watching. Comment if you have any doubts and don't forget to subscribe for more such videos. And all the best for your next presentation.